Welcome back. Welcome to Lofty Castle. This is one of those floating platform levels. The gravity enigmas they are, with dirt hanging off them, as if the gravity is pulling on them, but only sort of. They've become pretty cliche by now, so we don't really have to question why they're in the game. One thing we do have to question is these weird turkeys. What are they? I'm not sure if they're turkeys. Looks like they have a lion's tail. They squawk like birds. This is the stuff of nightmares. And this guy's a jerk. Fortunately, he's a dumb jerk. He does not exercise proper safety when doing whatever the heck he's doing. Recreational balloon activity. This level also has red devils, everyone's favorite enemy. And it still has the mushrooms that I hate killing. Oh well, we'll be done with this world soon enough and we'll never see them again. Listen to that bass line. This level has pretty good music. And I just messed that jump up. This is another one of those timing jumping things. See, we don't want to crash into this fat guy. If we crash into him, we fall. And we lose one of our 20-something lives. That would be tragic, wouldn't it? Getting 3 fairies activates this fabulous portal, or lift.
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but... I mean, you could safely assume that a good 75% of the time fairies are on your side. It's that 25% that gets you, though. You gotta be careful, Spyro. There are some weird fairies out there. Yeah, you pretty much got the gimmick of this level by now. Get 3 fairies, activate lift, repeat. And maybe some rinsing for good measure. There's something over there. We'll be there shortly. That little waterfall that functions inexplicably from some sort of infinite water source is not very useful to us. That's the problem with floating platforms. Then you gotta explain why there is a waterfall on the floating platform. That's the 3rd fairy, we can move on. Another one of these fabulous lifts of many, many colors. They are kind of ugly colors though, they're not really bright. They're kind of dull. So maybe the lift's less fabulous than I immediately thought. You learn something new every time you play Spyro. This is some sort of suicide point, if you feel like it's too much. We don't really need that. And on the opposite side, much more well lit, there's a life. This is an example of the deep symbolism in Spyro. Enough deep symbolism, and let's do some more lift action. This is an extremely complex timing puzzle. We have to pop all these balloons and get all these fairies without crashing into anything. It's much harder than it sounds, even though it doesn't sound very hard, so it's of moderate difficulty. Let's get on that lift and get out of here. This room's pretty cleared. Up here we have a dragon and a key. That's good to know.
Ah, Spyro, thanks. Supercharge will get you to new places here in Lofty Castle, too. See where it takes you.
That dragon had quite an interesting looking abdomen. Maybe you should get that looked at. Well, anyway, let's look at these supercharges, as the guy was talking about, or the dragon. Let's see what new places this takes us. This doesn't look good. Okay, let's try that again. I hope that dragon didn't lie to us. Maybe it's all a big trap. It's a conspiracy to get Spyro killed. I mean, Spyro is pretty annoying, and he does bother the old people, so I wouldn't be surprised if all the dragons were plotting against him. Blast. It was a trap. Let's try this one more time. Maybe we won't mess it up this time. There we go. That wasn't hard. See, Spyro, you just have to try. You have to try even when the adversity seems too much. Try even when you've failed a million times, Spyro. Keep trying. Maybe one day you'll get out of that terrible job at McDonald's. One day you'll have your master's degree. You're not a stupid dragon, Spyro. Well, that was your inspirational Let's Play commentary for this session. Hope you enjoyed it. I think Spyro is an allegory for a working class bum. Or maybe he's just a purple dragon. I think that's more likely.
Thank you for releasing me.
If there was a way to put you back in that crystal dragon, I assure you, you would be in there. It seems that these "thank you for releasing me" dragons are becoming more frequent. It's the scent of deadlines in the air. All good things must be ruined by deadlines. The last ferry's way off over there. These balloon guys are kind of odd. I'm not really sure why they are doing that. It looks like fun, so maybe it's just for recreational purposes. Did they anticipate Spyro and do that to avoid damage? That's possible, but unlikely, considering that anyone that could think would realize that that's a really stupid idea. Maybe Spyro just busted in on their party, because they're having balloons at a party. Spyro's a real jerk sometimes. They were just about to bust at the confetti when Spyro arrived and started murdering everyone. It's truly sad. This is set to distract you, like this. See, my small mind cannot decide which one I want to attack first, so I waste valuable time pacing back and forth. And that mushroom just jihaded himself for the glory of the turkey. That's very unfortunate. Ultimately, it was futile, because the turkey died anyway. Fortunately, the mushroom died before that happened, so the mushroom will die a hero in his own mind, or afterlife, whatever mushrooms have. I wonder if mushrooms are atheists. Might be likely. I don't think that plants have cognitive ability. Unless they do, and when we eat vegetables, we are committing murder. What's beyond a vegetarian? One who filter feeds particles of dust from the air. Not a very nutritious lifestyle. This was a really terrible tangent. I apologize. We're done here. Let's get out of here. Go to the next level. The next level is Haunted Tower, I think. We're gonna be on one of those haunted whatever shows where they point cameras in the dark and don't find anything. How unfortunate. You know, this is gonna be a pacifist run from now on. Just kidding, that's a terrible idea. In theory doable. If you neglect gems, you might be able to do a pacifist run. But that would really be stupid, and you'd have no life if you did that. I know that's not an opinion, it's fact. Haunted Towers.